What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D. Travis Hunter and his wife, they in the algorithm. They have announced the birth of their baby. It's a boy. Or probably Leanna, because I don't really think he'd be on social media like that. But they released a video that was kind of like archiving the journey. She had the positive pregnancy test. They had the pictures of the baby in her belly. Shoot, she's had a baby. She's married now. For those of you that don't like it, listen, this is what it is, man. She married Travis. She's had his baby, and she's not going anywhere right now. I know a lot of people got negative things to say, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't get where the negative things are coming from, that I don't understand at all. I do. I seen all of the same stuff that y'all seen, man. It's just I'm so hoping that things go differently for him than what everybody predicts. I know it looks like everything is gonna go a certain way. I know it's naive of me to believe that maybe it won't, but because I just want this young man who, for all intents and purposes, he's trying to do the right thing. That's why I'm rooting for him the way that I am. You have a young man, wasn't interested in partying, wasn't interested in drinking. He was hyper focused on his purpose. He was like, I don't want a bunch of 304s or whatever. I want a wife, man. I want to have a family. He trying to do things the right way. Now, many of y'all may say, okay, he don't want a bunch of 304s, so he settled on one, and I get it. I mean, all of the stuff that we saw points to her not really being into him the same way that he is into her. I know, I saw the stuff. It was very disappointing. I was more disappointed in her behavior when it comes to a young man that has such a bright, promising future, who was so locked in on her. This is the very type of man that all women say that they want. He about his money. He all about her. He wants family, not a cheater. Like, this is the very type of dude that all women, especially us, black folks, the sisters, say that they want. But so often, when they do get that type of guy, how do they treat him? It's like they so used to garbage that they don't know how to receive the affections of a quality guy. They don't know how to receive, like everything that comes with that. They don't know how to receive not having to worry about if he really loves them or not. They don't know how to receive that, he wants her and only her. They don't know how to receive that he just wants to provide for her and their family. They don't know how to receive it. They so used to being out there in the streets with the very dudes they claim are toxic, that when they get that quality guy that they claim is what they always wanted, this is oftentimes what happens. So Travis Hunter, I'm going to continue to root for him. People making fun of him recently. Dennis Rodman kind of took a bit of a shot at him, all that stuff, people making fun of him. I get it, but this is the woman he wanted to be with. He had the entirety of the internet saying, don't do this, bro, don't do this, she playing you. He wasn't trying to hear any of it. I mean, really, he's a young man. He doing exactly what he want to do. He did not want to hear what a bunch of strangers had to say about how he should live his life. And so, regardless of how anybody may feel about it, this is what he wants to do. So y'all gotta respect it, man. He stood 10 toes down on the fact that this was his woman. This was who he's gonna be with. He said that, and he said on more than one occasion, Once he signed that contract, he was going to marry her immediately. He didn't even wait to knock her up. Because remember, when we saw the wedding and you could clearly see, she had the baby belly already. She was already showing at the wedding. People were speculating, but they like, nah, maybe not. No, I knew that was a baby belly because remember, she kept that tummy flat. Right, when she's out there and doing whatever she do on the party scene, all that, grinding on different guys and stuff, she kept that tummy flat. So at her wedding, especially women can be very vain when it comes to them wedding pictures. All right, women be like, I need to lose weight by the time my wedding go around. I mean, they could be 300 pounds. They trying to lose whatever they can, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever they can before they wedding because they want to look their quote unquote best. So she's no different. If that was like a legit, pooch, she would have dropped that, man. She would have starved if need be before it was time to get them wedding pictures and videos. So it was very clear that it was a baby belly, a baby bump, as people like to call it. But listen, this young man, he refused to protect himself against all cautions. All of the stuff that we saw, please believe he saw it all too. And ultimately, seeing all of that stuff, he still wanted to marry her. People making fun of him, talking about bag secured and all that, men and women alike, bag secured, and probably, not even gonna hold y'all up on that, probably, but I'm just really gonna continue to root for this young man and hope for the best. A lot of people are not, I wouldn't say praying for his downfall, but they just really predicting it, and they're very adamant about it. You got young people and older folk alike, male and female. I mean, we've just seen the way this plays out enough times to where it's not insane for you to make the prediction that people are making. So I get it on that too, man. I get it on all fronts. I know y'all like him. Here I go again defending Travis Hunter. Man, I'm telling y'all, I just want the best for the young man, really. If it were my son, I'd want the best for him. And he's young enough to be my son. I mean, here's a young man that had, his father, I don't know what he's doing, but his father's been around to some degree. I don't know the level of relationship that they have. But he had Coach Prime in his ear. He had friends and stuff in his ear. So he had people close enough to him, and he wasn't trying to hear nothing that they had to say when it came to them speaking on her. So if they couldn't get through that thick skull of his, why would y'all think that a bunch of strangers, people that don't know him and whatnot, was going to get him to move any different? I think the thing is that many of you're confused about how a lot of these pro athletes are. A lot of these pro athletes, they nerds. A lot of these pro athletes, they was kind of geeky and socially awkward. They just happen to be gifted enough to play a sport. But you got a lot of pro athletes, and this is why they fall for the game over and over and over and over and over. When they was in middle school, when they was in high school, they wasn't getting laid like that. They didn't have access to females like that. So y'all be thinking that because they such an alpha on the field or on the court that translates into their personal life. It doesn't. They're alpha on the field and stuff like that because in many cases they came out the womb and was handed a ball. So that's all they know. But a lot of them, they don't know any game. They're very socially awkward. They prime for finessing. You could clearly tell when the two of them were around each other, like in videos, that she was a lot more, I don't want to say streetwise, but maybe she was just a lot more experienced in the game than he was. Like, she knows exactly what's going on, and he is just so in love and not really seeing things as clearly. I'm not gonna say he blind, but he's so in love to where there's not really a whole lot she can do that's gonna change his mind about her. I mean, y'all seen for yourselves. All that stuff we saw, he's seen too. And he actually in the relationship. So just think how much stuff he's seen that we don't know about and may never know about. And in spite of all that, he wanted to be with her anyway. So I'm rooting for the young man. I'm going to continue to root for him. Congratulations to the two of them on the birth of their healthy son. And I'm going to just leave it at that, man. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'm holla at y'all. Peace.